What is good, YouTube? This is Vortex46. I'm back with another video. Be sure to go follow me over on Twitter or X here at Vortex46 for all of my picks for tonight's NBA action. Yeah, guys, it's the official opening season for the week, right? Here Wednesday we got plethora of games. I'm super excited. I can't wait. NBA is my favorite sport to watch, and of course as well as to cap here on the channel. And the hope is that this year will be yet another great year, even with the many teams that have crucial injuries to their squads for the season. So the hope is that still those teams will still at least be able to still do well. But we're going to focus on the Cleveland Cavaliers heading to the New York Knicks. The Knicks home opener here in the Garden. The Cavaliers are underdogs at a plus 145 over on DraftKings, while the Knicks are a favorite at a minus 166 on FanDuel. The current spread is a 4, where the books currently believe that the Knicks will cover at a minus 4. The over-under is a 229.5 currently, where the books believe as of right now that it will possibly go over at a minus 108 over on DraftKings. So when we look at this team here, guys, when we look at when we look at this game here, specifically between the Cavs and the Knicks, and you really look at both teams, when you look at from top to bottom, Cavs were basically, literally one of the top teams in the league. Everybody was expecting them to pretty much go far, maybe even possibly go to the finals, maybe even possibly win it all, right? But they ran into the very slick roadblock, and that is the Indiana Pacers, where they pretty much lost right in that first round. And you look at the Knicks, who then also too ended up running into the Pacers, and they too also beat them in the playoffs. The question then became, what was going to happen with both teams? What was the mindset walking into the off season, all of that. And for me, when I look at it, I'm like, look, the Knicks, they had your boy who to me wasn't coaching the right way. Tibbs, he just was not coaching, in my opinion. Just, having 7 players pretty much balling out each night just was not the focal point. To me, you need 9 or 10 guys on the court each night. And, they bring in Coach Brown, Mike Brown. And I'm personally, when I'm looking at both squads, you can still consider the Cavs as a legit squad. They literally didn't really do too much as far as anything during the offseason. It's just now we're just wondering, can they take that last year's season momentum and continue that this year? And then the same thing with the Knicks. Can the Knicks do the same? Me personally, when I'm looking at this game, just personally from a level right here, I personally believe that the Knicks, with Coach Brown coming in, ready to change the culture here when it's pertaining to that locker room for the Knicks, I just personally believe that the Knicks will win this home opener. The crowd is going to be bumping, everything. The players are going to feed off that energy. Yes, the Cavs are probably going to more than likely keep it close, but then I personally believe in the back half of the game, roughly maybe even the fourth quarter, mid to late fourth quarter, that's when it's going to the Knicks are going to pick it up, and they're going to win more than this 4 points. So I personally am going to take the Knicks to cover the minus 4.5 at a minus 106 on FanDuel here. Sure, they weren't covering this number that much. Even at home, they weren't covering that much last year. The Cavs were covering the number, but again, in the head-to-head though, the Cavs covered last year, but I personally just believe it's going to just swap, and the energy for these teams is going to be a bit different, just being honest. And I just personally believe like this is going to swap to the Knicks covering the 4 in the home opener against the Cavaliers. So give me the give me the Knicks to cover the minus 4, to win by 4 basically or more in this home opener against the Cavs. Let's see what happens in this game and ultimately in the whole entire season opener on this Wednesday night. With that, leave some comments in the comment section below. Let me know your thoughts on this game here. What are your picks for tonight's NBA action? And I'll hopefully talk to you all with another video to come soon. Peace, guys.